Hey, you're being recorded up there, bad dog. Hi. Filling up the fresh tanks. Filling up the fresh tanks at the Fort Custer Recreation Area State Park thing. Hi everyone, and welcome to Red Pup Adventures. If you are one of our subscribers, thank you very much for returning. If you're new to the channel, we hope you'll find something here you enjoy. In this week's episode, we are taking our first trip ever into the state of Michigan. We are actually heading north out of Ohio up towards Kalamazoo, where we're going to spend a couple of nights in a state park. We're also going to visit the Holland Tulip Festival, known as Tulip Time, on the banks of Lake Michigan. And we will be doing some other things as well. So again, if you're new here, we hope you'll consider subscribing, at least liking this video if you get something out of it. And if you want to click the little bell for notification of future videos, that would be awesome as well. So sit back, relax as we head into Kalamazoo, Michigan for our very first trip. I think my only complaint with this campground would be that I was not a fan of their freshwater fill area. Their freshwater fill was right at the dump station. It just didn't feel really like where I wanted to fill my fresh tanks. I didn't like the way the hoses were rigged and so on. But other than that, the sites were beautiful, pretty large. We really enjoyed this day. So our first campground stop on our first trip into Michigan brought us to Fort Custer State Recreation Area. This is about a 3,000 acre park. It's located near Kalamazoo. It has 3 lakes, a modern equestrian horse campground, a swimming beach, has more than 40 miles of trails, paddling, there's fishing, a lot more. As you can see, the sites here are very wooded, and the surrounding area is all forest as well. This was originally farmland, and it was acquired by the federal government to establish Fort Custer, or Camp Custer, an induction and military training center for the U.S. Army during World War II. Their trail system is popular with mountain bikers, equestrians, hikers, and dog sledders. A couple things to note about Michigan state parks or state facilities. First of all, if they're a state park, you're going to need a Michigan passport. You can get those online at the website, or you can buy them when you enter the park. It's an annual pass that will get you admission to all the state parks. The other thing is on their website, I found that it was difficult to determine if sites would really fit our rig. Campsite lengths were, I believe, the length for the trailer only when you looked at the measurement, because the site that we were in said that it was only good for about I think 40 or 50 feet. Altogether, we are a 60-foot rig. We had plenty of room. Take a look at the map, satellite images, and so on before you go, just to make sure that you're going to fit if you've got a big rig like we do.
Holland, Michigan, take 1.
On a September day in 1846, the Southerner set sail for its Atlantic voyage from Rotterdam to New York. in its cramped steerage quarters 60 men, women, and children, led by Albertus C. Van Ralt, prepared for their 47 days of passage. Religious oppression, coupled with the economic depression, persuaded this group of Hollanders to leave the Netherlands for America, where freedom and the opportunity for a better life beckoned. Fast forward 81 years, and in 1927, at a women's literary club meeting, the idea was raised by Miss Lida Rogers, a biology teacher at Holland High School, to adopt the tulip as Holland's official flower and celebrate it with a festival. The idea caught on, and the next year, the city council purchased 100,000 tulip bulbs from the Netherlands to plant in the city parks and other areas.
We've been driving around Holland for a while now, and looks like there's going to be some beautiful things whenever we can get out of traffic and find a place to park. So if you're coming actually during the festival time, I would recommend leaving a lot of extra time to find parking, or just park in the first place you ever see as soon as you pull into Holland and just walk the rest of the way.
Today, that event has grown to be known as one of the best small-town festivals in America. With over 400,000 people attending annually, the Holland Tulip Festival is well worth the stop. The afternoon that we were in Holland, it was a beautiful day. We had a great time just exploring some of the local parks. Of course, seeing the tulips, which are the star of the show. But there's a number of activities. We weren't there for the parade, but towards the end of the week, I believe they have a parade featuring some traditional dancers and so on. There is a wooden shoe factory here in Holland, a number of other artisans, including pottery and so on. There's a windmill that was actually deconstructed in Holland and relocated here and reassembled in Michigan. It's just a great little town. Street vendors, we had lunch with some of the local vendors there. There's local music, and of course just walking through the community. Lots of neat architecture and art. So if you get an opportunity to stop by Holland, we'd certainly suggest you do that. From wooden shoes to windmills, you'll find it all here during the festival and throughout the remainder of the year. The Holland Tulip Time Festival takes place in early May, when tulips are at the peak of the blooming season. But we believe that Holland would be a beautiful place to visit anytime you wanted to stop by.
So those are the bathrooms under this building?
Yes.
Okay.
Gazebo, and I mean we walked past them once and didn't even notice. So.
A gazebo is a weird place to keep bathrooms. I mean, I must say. Excuse me, where's your gazebo? I'm sorry, ma'am. You're in a restaurant. What are you talking about? Your gazebo. Holland, Michigan. Take 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now let's do it right.
I was doing the notes. Holland, Michigan. Take 1 or leave it. Oh, right now you don't care enough. You're gonna think of me, how I used to be.
Hey ma'am, have you had voice lessons or is that natural vibrato?
I don't like this setup.